So it is a late winter 1965, maybe early spring 65, and I am 16 years old. I'm a part-time disc jockey. I'm about to go full-time pretty soon, and I sign on for my Saturday night shift at 7 o'clock, and I get a call from Buzz Bennett, the program director. I'll talk about Buzz Bennett in some of the future radio drops because the man was a genius in his own time, and I was lucky to have been hired by that guy. So Buzz calls me, and he says, Steve, tonight at about 7:25 and about 9:25, I want you to play Goldfinger, the Shirley Bassey song. Now, this was a little strange because Goldfinger was no longer on the playlist. We had played it. We had essentially burned it out. We'd played it a whole bunch, and now it had been dropped. And back in those days, you didn't play a song after you dropped it off Currents for at least a year when it qualified as an oldie. Strange, I know, but that's the way it was. Buzz told me that he wanted me to play it then because the movie was playing at the theater. Goldfinger was, the James Bond movie, and he said it lets out at 7:15 and at 9:15. So when people get in their cars, I want them to hear that song because it tells them that we're with them in the moment. It says, we're hip, we're part of the scene, man? And he hung up. I've thought about that little programming gem a lot over the years, and it's still current. You can still use it. Look at it today. Murder on the Dance Floor. Song was a hit in 2001. In 2024, it was featured on a Netflix movie, and suddenly it's up at the top of the charts in Spotify and iTunes again. Same thing happened about a year earlier with a country song called Tennessee Whiskey. It was featured pretty prominently in a George Clooney movie, which I think was also streaming on Netflix. Whenever you find a song anywhere in pop culture, in TV, movies, even on commercials, they're beginning to use oldies in commercials. If you hear a song being used that fits your format that you're playing anyway, put it into a higher rotation for a little bit of a time. It'll do you well.